Hey, welcome back to Release Your Inner Power and Ways to Boost Your Week with Ignited Decisions. I'm your host, Shauna B., your hype girl, energy in your ear. Today, we're diving into something that I know many of you are craving. Calm or in your home. That's right. We're talking about creating a calm home environment, even when everything around you feels like a whirlwind. Because life is busy, go, 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 whether you're juggling work, kids, a relationship, your own goals, and just trying to keep up with the endless to-do list, it can feel like chaos is the default setting in your daily life. But what if I told you that your home doesn't have to be a reflection of that chaos? It can be your sanctuary. It can be your escape. It can be your reset button. Grab your favorite drink, get cozy, or if you're on the go, just take a deep breath with me here. Because by the end of this episode, you're going to have real practical ways to bring that calm into your space and into your life. Let's get into it. So first off, let's acknowledge and make note of the obvious, what I call painting the barn door red. It is tough to keep a calm environment when life is anything but that. I know because I've been there. Those moments when you're rushing out the door and the kids are arguing and you can't find your keys, or maybe it's your wallet, or when you come home from a long day and you walk in to the house and the dishes are piled up. And then there's the pile of laundry that seems to have gotten bigger since the morning. And you're just feeling like, really? Ugh, I don't want to, right? You are not alone. And let me tell you, it's not a failure. Life is totally unpredictable, and sometimes the chaos outside of our homes sneaks into it. But here's the thing, you have more control over your environment than you may think. I've had those moments when I felt like my house reflected my stress. There's clutter everywhere, things are all out of place. It's almost like you feel like you're losing your mind more because it's messy. Everything's messy. Outside world is messy. Inside your house is messy. It's like, everything is like overwhelming, right? But I also discovered something awesome. By being intentional, by making a few tweaks in my mindset and a few simple changes, I could create a space that feels calm, that feels even if life around me is not. That is what I want for you. So before we jump into the practical stuff, I need you to know one thing, one powerful thing. Calm isn't about perfection. Let me say that again for the ladies in the back. Calm is not about perfection. It's not about having a, Pinterest worthy home where everything is perfectly arranged and color coded and what is that called? Like organized and la la la. Nope. A calm home is about how it makes you feel. How it makes you feel. It's about creating a space that helps you breathe, relax. It supports you instead of adding to the stress or making you go into overwhelm. So if your version of calm is a little bit of clutter, but a cozy corner maybe that's nice and clean that you can just sit in, read in, I don't know, take a nap, that's your calm. If it's clear countertops and maybe some good smelling flowers like somewhere on your table, if that's your calm, that's your calm, right? Maybe it's some smell good stuff, candles or some kind of air. What am I trying to say? Smell good stuff. That's it. If that is the thing, then that's your calm. But it starts with letting go of the pressure to have everything look perfect or feel like it should, quotation marks, right? Calm is a feeling, it's not a look. So let's dive in a little bit to the good stuff here. The practical ways to actually create that calm home environment, even when chaos is knocking at the door. Okay. I'm going to give you some tips right now. Start with a reset space. Okay. One space. Pick one small space that's going to be your calm zone. This could be like a reading nook or somewhere where you can read, or maybe it's a corner in your room that just is a space for you to be in, or even at your kitchen table. Make it a rule that this space stays clean and clear no matter what, so it can become your sanctuary. Mine is a certain corner of my couch that has shelves next to it. And one of the shelves has all of my things that I do for my morning routine, my calming myself down, my filling myself up. And that space is always organized and tidy so I can go to that space when needed. I have another space that's in my room. My bed is always clean, clear, made, all of the things. So if I want to get in to take a nap, if I just want to lay there and stare at the ceiling, if I just want silence, it's ready for me at all times. Number two, declutter with intention. Now, I'm not asking you to go all crazy and organize everything and get rid of all the things that you haven't looked at in the last year. But what I'm asking you to do is a quick sweep of things that cause you the stress, like the pile of mail on your counter. Are you over it? Get to it. What goes away? What has to be filed? What is recycled? What is, goes in the garbaggio? Any of those things. Maybe it's the random stuff on the floor and you just need to get that picked up. Then set a timer for 10 minutes and clear that stressful pile or stuff on the floor, because the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. That's one little step, one more ease into your thing. For example, if I have some things that I know, the running list in our heads that we always have, if I have the list of that in my head and I know that there's some things that are irritating me, like sometimes when the dishes are piled up, that irritates me. I like my sink to be empty. I do not like it full of dishes. I will set the timer and be like, if I can do this in 10 minutes, then I'm going to reward myself with 10 minutes outside in the sunshine doing nothing. I want some of that. So I'm going to do these dishes real quick so I can get my 10 minutes outside, right? It's a win-win. Win-win. Number three, daily calm rituals. What do I mean by that? Pick one thing that calms you, relaxes you, recharges you, that you can do daily in your home. It's with what you have from where you are, right? This could be lighting a candle. This could be playing music, or maybe it's a 5 minute like tidying up. Maybe it's just reading. These little rituals build that sense of calm. It almost like rewires your brain that when I do this, calmness comes in. So when you do that, it's going to help you even in the hardest of days, right? For me, I have to get quiet. I have to have quiet for a couple of minutes. And if I can't have the quiet, earbuds go in and a song goes on. One that I either really like and I want to dance to, fine, or one that I just want to sit and I want to listen to, and that is it. You can even do sounds like the ocean instantly grounds and calms me. So I will put those earbuds in, I will find ocean noises, and I will sit there for 5 minutes and listen to the ocean. Then you can do all kinds of things with that. Visualize where you are, want to be at the beach. You just took a vacation for 5 minutes. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Number four, control your sound environment. So sometimes chaos can just be noise that is overstimulating and it's like you can't. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever been listening to the radio and then now your phone's ringing and then your kid's like, Mom, 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 and you're like, Whoa, I can't do it. I can't do it. Stop. One thing at a time, right? If the house feels loud and it's too much, maybe create a playlist that kind of brings it down from a 10 to a 7. Or like those white noise machines or a fan, or like sounds like the ocean, right? To kind of reset your space or listen to something different is a way that you can do that. Kind of like what I was talking about before. What will bring it down from a 10 to a 7, but using some kind of sound? Maybe it's not the ocean. Maybe you like listening to birds. Maybe you like listening to other things, right? Maybe it is a fan. Use some of that to calm that down to reset your space. Number 5, embrace the natural elements. Now, what do I mean by that? So this doesn't mean that you have to turn your home like into, you know, a jungle. You might not be a good plant mom, and that's okay. I'm not a good plant mom. I try. I got some plants. They're hanging on. They're staying with me, but I have them in there, right? Maybe you only have one and you want to add two. Maybe you don't have any and you want to have add some in there, right? Add a plant. If you don't really feel like keeping one alive because you got a brown thumb like me, just get a fake one. Have it in there. Change it up a little bit, change your scenery, but to natural things. Open the windows for fresh air when it's nice out and it's not cold. Get that air coming in, right? Or maybe it's fresh fruit on the counter. Bring in a sense of kind of like life into your home that will help you calm that down a little bit. Next one, organize for ease. Okay. So again, I'm not asking you to go through your entire home and organize all of the things. What I am saying is look at your most chaotic spot. What is that thorn in your side? Like you open up the closet and you're like, this is not working for me anymore. I can't do this. I can't find anything in here. This is ridiculous. Whatever. Maybe it's the entryway. Maybe it's the kitchen counter. There's too much on it. Maybe there's stuff everywhere in your bathroom on the sink and you just cannot, right? What you can do is make those areas work for you. Maybe it's a cute little basket in the entryway for your keys instead of the things all over the place. Or maybe it's a hook to hang up your stuff so then it's not on the ground, it's on the hook. Maybe there's like, I don't know, a shoe tree or a shoe cubby or whatever where your shoes put away instead of all in the entryway. You know, maybe it's a tray for your toiletries or things go in a shelf or like a little I don't know, like basket of some sort that's kind of cute and sitting on your counter. Simple changes like that where things go into a space and take away from the clutter or the you have to step over it kind of mode makes your life so much easier and brings it in, right? So now that you have set this stage and you've created a calm space, or maybe a few of them, and guess what? It's not enough to just have that. It's not enough to just have those spaces. You have to use them, my friend. You have to use them, okay? So, how do you actually make it a part of your life? How do you do that? I'm going to give you a few ideas. So, schedule what I call a pause moment. Maybe it's 10 minutes in the morning with your coffee to have a reset space. Or maybe it's winding down right after work. Maybe you need 10 minutes after work to kind of reset and, you know, bring yourself from a 10 to a 7. Or maybe it's in the evening when you want to calm down when you're getting ready to maybe go to sleep and read. Make time for the calm. We're going to be carving out, right? Carving out some time for this. Where is it in your day? Only you know what part of your day best fits for you. Then connect with your calm space intentionally. So when you step into your reset space, take a deep breath and let this signal to your mind and your body that this is your place of calm. This is your place of, right? When you practice this and you continue to do this, it will eventually trigger your brain, trigger your mind to calm once you enter this space. But it takes you to practice it. Okay. Protecting your calm space. So let your family know that this is your area. If maybe you live alone and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, fine. But if you've got people all up in your house, like I've got a lot of kids and I've got kids that got friends and I got kids everywhere. There's kids all over the place up in here, okay? But let your family know this is your area and that it's meant to stay calm. You would be surprised how even kids will respect and understand that. I'm going to give you an example, like my morning routine. I have two of them. So I have a morning routine where I get up before them and I go to my calm space and I do my morning routine and I do my journaling and all of that. And I have let them know that if I'm in this space and I am doing something, that once I am done, they will have my full attention, but I need to complete that first. Yes, they're going to test it because they're kiddos. But when you hold the boundary, they don't. They'll wake up, see me in there, they'll go do their thing, and then they'll come back. Another thing that's been helpful for me is giving them their own calm space. What is their calm space? How do they want their calm space to look? And then they'll see you going to your calm space, and then at times they're going to go to theirs. Now, how cool is that? Create your calm space, model that behavior to now then give it to your kiddos to start earlier than us starting as adults. And now we're trying to catch up to all the things. We can give that to them by modeling it for ourselves, right? So, protecting your calm space. Another one is at nighttime before I go to bed, I do nothing but either read or listen to something that is calming before I go to sleep. And it triggers me that I'm ready to sleep. And it's so much easier for me to go to sleep. It is amazing. Now, the last thing is expand really slowly. So, what do I mean by that? Like, don't just dive in, do all the things, all at once. Once you've mastered your calm in your little sanctuary place of that you picked and that you've, cleaned up and you have your boundary and you're setting your thing and you're starting to do the habit, then let it spread out. One stick and a toe in, one step with your little sanctuary space, okay? Then maybe it's the next room you focus on. Maybe it's your bedroom. Maybe it's the living room. Maybe it's your kitchen. But do it one step at a time. Do it in a way of clearing out the corner, having the corner, and using it before you expand. Okay, full disclosure. The reason why this is important is because if you start clearing it out and you think that you have to do the whole place and now you're doing rooms and rooms and rooms, are you ever getting to that space to actually utilize it for your calm? Nope, because you're going to go to the next to do. So we're going to pause and check yourself. Okay, check yourself. Slowly start with one corner, use it, and then expand. Okay. Now, I want you to know something, my friend. You deserve this. You deserve to have this space with all of the challenges, to-dos, and the things that we have as women in our lives to get done, accomplish, la. We need this recharge. We need this reset. We need it for us to show up the best. So we're not drained and burnt out. Okay. You deserve a space that feels like a deep breath. The reset. Because craziness is always happening. The lists are always happening. You have the power to create that space, even if it's just a tiny corner at first, because recharging is essential to prevent the burnout and getting sick. Nobody wants to get sick, right? Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's not about the Pinterest look. It's not about all the things being done. It's about being intentional. It's about choosing this reset for yourself. Because when you have that, it starts that ripple effect out to your family. And then it goes to your work. And then it goes into your life, right? That whole ripple effect. So take one thing from today's episode and try it. Pick your reset space. Light a candle. Put the playlist on. And know that space is needed for your calm and your peace, and you are worthy of that space. If this episode has helped you, please share it with a friend who needs a little bit more calm in their life too. And don't forget to click the like button so you never miss another episode. That keeps you feeling empowered and ready to take on the next day. So, this is Shauna B reminding you that you have got the power to create the life that you love living. And until next time, take care, and I will see you soon. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, learned something new, or got some gems to take away that will boost your week. I release a new episode each week, so make sure to click that follow button to not miss what is coming next. If you love the show or want to share a story, send me a quick message. I love hearing from listeners. If you know someone who needs this episode in their life, go ahead and share it with them. I'm sure they would love you for it. If you are looking to connect more, check out the show notes for all the social links, my website. I would love to hear how this episode helped you and what you loved about it. If there's a topic you want to hear about, send that too. All right, ladies, now is the time to release your inner power. If you're ready to break free from burnout and create a life that actually feels good, I've got you covered. You can work with me in a few ways. Join my monthly membership for ongoing support, dive into my workshops for quick breakthroughs, book coaching sessions for personalized guidance, or go all in with my Revive and Recharge Your Life coaching program to build a foundation for lasting change. No matter where you are on your journey, there is a path for you, my friend. Let's get started. DM me or check the link in the show notes to get more information.